Hi, and welcome to Seer of the Times. Today we are going to focus on the true Hebrew meaning of the word Egypt, and we're going to find the true location. First of all, let's look. Did you know that the word Ramses means child of the sun? Another name for Egypt was Ramses. Mizraim is the Hebrew name for the land of Egypt. Mizraim was the son of Ham. Mizraim means the meadow of Egypt. Sinai means thorn or thornbush. Sinai was also called Horeb, and Horeb means desert. The Sinai was called the Sin Desert. Numbers 33 tells us this. The Sinai Desert, also known as the Sin Desert, was on the east side of Egypt, or Ramses. The Sinai Desert is not only called the Sin Desert, but it is also called the Valley of the Raphiam, of the land of giants, from 2 Samuel chapter 5. The Nile River was Egypt, Mizraim, Ramses' main water source. The Nile was also called the Red Sea on the east side of Egypt. It's also called the Reed Sea because it was known for its river reeds. Remember Moses and the bulrushes? His mother put him in a basket and put him in the river reeds to hide him so he would not be killed. And that is found in Exodus 2, verse 3. Did you know Las Vegas means meadow? Las Vegas is known as Sin City. Las Vegas logo in everything is the sun. Las Vegas is actually on the east side of Las Vegas is the Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon is known for the findings of thousands of giant human bones. Looking at the Grand Canyon map, you can see that the Nephilim temples, every false god Nephilim temple, and the Egyptian gods, and all of the other gods spoken of in the Bible who were giants, have a temple in the Grand Canyon. The Bible says in 2 Samuel chapter 5 that the Raphiam Valley was southwest of Jerusalem, or Mount Zion. Southwest of Mount Zion lies the Valley of the Raphiam today, that was known as the Valley of Giants, called the Grand Canyon. They are also in no-fly zones, and it would take days for you to get to them. None are in areas with easy access. There are 3 pyramids in the Grand Canyon: the Shiva Temple, the Isis Temple, and the Cheops Temple. Do you know that the cave on the backside of the Isis Temple that was filled with thousands of Egyptian artifacts, giant sculptures, and so much more, and has room to fit 50,000 people in it? Do you know that from the north rim, a face can be seen on top of the Isis Temple? Do you know that the Colorado River is 90% of Las Vegas water source? The name Colorado means red. The Colorado River is also known for its many river reeds. Can you see that Egypt is hidden in plain sight? But they don't want you to know this. They want you to keep looking in the Middle East so you don't know who you really are, or the true land of the Israelites. They hope that you don't ever believe that the Rothschilds are the ones that created that location over in the Middle East, even though the Rothschilds plainly tell you that they did out of their own mouths, and they also have the Balfour Treaty. Proverbs 20:25 tells us that it is the glory of God to hide a matter, but is the glory of kings to search it out. 2 Timothy 2:15 also says that it is in order to obtain God's approval, we are to study and search things out. In addition to this, Jesus also told us that everything that has been hidden will be brought to light. There is nothing that has been hidden that will not be fully made known and shouted from the mountaintops. And then there's the fact that there's the hanging gardens in Babylon. Babylon was known for its hanging gardens and garden wall, and it is found in Glacier National Park in Montana. The cedar tree from Ezekiel 31 is found in Wyoming, and God says in his word that that was in Lebanon and God's garden. Ezekiel 31 describes the scenery around it exactly the same way as well as it looks. Then there's the giant cedars of Lebanon that are in the Kootenai Forest in Montana. In fact, Lebanon means to be white, and it meant that for its white-capped mountains from the snow. And the 4 rivers that the Bible talks about that are in the Garden of Eden are also found in Montana, and it is called the Missouri Headwater State Park. All of your state parks and your national parks are all owned by the government, and they're all biblical locations. We have to search them out and see which ones they are. And that is one of the things that I've been doing and showing people. These places, along with a portion of the Dakotas, at least, are the true location of Lebanon and also known as God's garden. Remember, God said that his garden, his land is like a beautiful garden, and it has no locks and it has no borders, and it's a peaceful land. And name a day that the Middle East has had peace in that location that's called Jerusalem. Jerusalem means the city of peace. But that location over there has not had peace, but the true location, everybody's been peaceful, living in peace like the Bible said that they would. You know the Missouri River, that's the true Euphrates River. It's the longest river, and the Bible says that the Euphrates River was the longest river. God said the land that was east of the Shihar River, meaning the Red Sea, the Nile, the Colorado River, which is on the east side of Egypt, Las Vegas. And from the west side of the Mediterranean Sea, which is now pretty much dry, well, it's dried up, but there are remnants of it left over, and these places look like the Caribbean in the middle of the desert or in the middle of the land. Which was located in northern Nevada and into Idaho. It was called the Great Basin. What do you think a basin is? Basin holds water, and it's empty today. But if you study the layout of the land, you will notice that there's a lot of mountain tops that stick up higher. These were the different the islands that were in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea once upon a time. And then God set all of that land all the way out to the Euphrates River, which is the Mississippi River. All belonged to Abraham and his descendants, from the deserts to the mountains of Lebanon. Mississippi water, they join at St. Louis, where the St. Louis Arch is called the gateway to the west. Or, in other words, it's the east gate to God's garden. And then from the deserts in the south, which is Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, all of the mountains of Lebanon, which is Montana, Wyoming, and portions of the Dakotas, all of this land belongs to Abraham and his descendants. And this is found in Genesis 15:18, Joshua 1:3-5, and Deuteronomy 1:7-8. I'm going to put up some pictures at the end of this video and show you a few of the places that is located here, and also showing you different pictures that prove that Las Vegas is the true location of Egypt. And in the next video, I'm going to show you the Hebrew, the 5 cities that speak Hebrew that the Bible talks about that's found in Egypt. And I'm going to show you where it's not, and I'm going to show you where it is. All right, until the next video, have a great evening, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.